Hello and welcome to Coffee with Dr. Carla. I'm Dr. Carla and I'm so glad you're here with me today. Today my goal is to talk about some mental health related issues and hopefully start to end the stigma surrounding them. So here we are at the beginning of June, and June is Pride Month, and I wanted to take some time to actually talk about what it means to be supportive, to be an ally, because we all have enough things to struggle with. We don't need to add, the fact that we're trying to be our authentic self to the list, even though that seems to be an issue for everybody. But even more so when we're talking about, the LGBTQ community, the queer community. So that's kind of where I'm going to go today. And I'm going to start with my hair. And so obviously if you've been watching any of these, you notice that depending on which video you're watching, my hair is different. Typically what happens is I walk into the hairdresser and she gets to do whatever she wants. There's only 2 months that I actually specify or make a request. So May for Mental Health Awareness Month, it has to be some version of green because that's the color for mental health awareness. And for June, it needs to be rainbow because of Pride Month. And besides the fact that I really enjoy having my hair colorful and I enjoy the creativity around it and the expressiveness that comes around with it, I also particularly like it because people will stop me and have conversations with me. So during June, and by the way, let me just point out this beautiful cheetah print, right? And then we're calling this zebra. So if you're into Lisa Frank stickers at all and all the rainbow stuff she has, we're kind of giving a nod to Lisa Frank with our rainbow cheetah and our rainbow zebra. Anyhow, most people will stop me and say, oh my God, I can't even imagine wearing my hair like that. You must be so brave or so courageous. I can't believe you would do that, right? But what that does is it allows me to stop and then say, well, it's June and it's Pride Month, so I've got my nod to Pride with the rainbow, right? And sometimes that's enough, like that nothing else gets said. And sometimes people will then ask me another question like, oh, do you identify as queer? And the answer to that is no, but I identify as somebody who feels that everybody matters, that you should be allowed to be your authentic self, right? And so if by identifying as queer or any part of the BQ plus community makes you feel like you have to hide who you authentically are, then I have a problem with that, because you should have the freedom to be your authentic self, right? So then it allows me to have a conversation when they're asking me these questions about why do I have this, now it's, okay, what's up with the cheetah print? What's going on with that, right? And I can say something. Because I think it's really important that all people get to express themselves authentically. But when we have groups that are marginalized, who have found themselves in harm's way because of their wanting to express themselves authentically, then I have a real problem with that. And so, yeah, I just find that vital. What that means as far as those who do identify in that queer community, right? Find your people, find your tribe, find the different resources, find a affirming therapist so that you can do what you need to do to be your most authentic self. And what does that mean if you're not in the queer community or you don't identify as queer? Well, then I would say to you, you need to be able to stand up alongside of anybody who is being marginalized and be able to support them in whatever way makes the most sense, right? I've had a couple people say, well, aren't you afraid to have your hair like that because then people will think that you're gay? And my answer to that is no, because I know who I am authentically, and at the end of the day, people can think whatever they want about me, and if they truly are interested in who I am as a person, then they're going to ask me, and I can share with them all the things that I just said to you all. So, yeah, for me, it's not about being afraid. So, I hope that in this, short little time together, you can either realize that there's plenty of help out there and you can be supported in being your authentic self, and that you can be a support to others so that they can be their authentic self, right? And there's plenty of work to go around and plenty of ways that we can help one another. So remember, you can change your thoughts, discover your potential, and transform your life by focusing on your overall well-being. So until next time, keep working on being the best you possible. Bye.